The African American Heritage Club is hosting an International Games Day. Joining us with more on this, we welcome American Heritage Club President Annie McCary. Welcome to this day.
Thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm excited to learn more about your International Game Day. Is this initiative supported by a grant from Laguna Woods Village?
Absolutely. The foundation of Laguna Woods Village offered a grant for any of the clubs that would put on an activity to support International Good Neighbor Day. So it's actually a Good Neighbor project. And so our club submitted a proposal that we would host an International Game Day with games from all over the world if we can find them, and inviting people to come out and get to know their neighbor by playing some of these games, or get to know some new people and play some board games.
Well, that sounds really fun. What are a couple of the examples of some games that you're going to be playing?
We're going to be playing Mahjong. We're going to be playing Rumi Q, Mexican trained dominoes, regular dominoes, canasta, just a variety of Scrabble. A lot of people have an interest in Scrabble, so we are just pulling together as many games as we possibly can so that people can come out and have fun and get to know their neighbors.
That sounds great. And also, I think playing games really keeps the mind sharp, right? Especially, so Scrabble is one that I recognize, but I've never heard of any of the others.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then an invitation is extended to you as well. Come out and join us. And it really is, we look at it as a way to not only get to know your neighbor, but it's also an opportunity for some of our residents that live in the village that may be lonely and don't get out very often and maybe not have a place to go. And so it's an opportunity for them to get out as well.
Absolutely. I think building that camaraderie and that friendship, it leads to meeting for dinner, you know, or lunch, or building a friendship, which is so important. What impact does it have on communities when people engage in fostering that really good, healthy, strong, neighborly relationship?
I think in Laguna Woods, the impact is profound because we are a senior community. And all of our activities are geared around active senior living in Laguna Woods. And so Game Day is just plugging into that activity level, allowing people an opportunity to come out and just browse around and see what games are like. And maybe it might spark an interest for someone to learn a new game. I know I just recently learned to play Mahjong, and it is just amazing the camaraderie that I get with the people that I play with. It's just an opportunity to give a different perspective on active senior living.
Sure. So for those of us who aren't familiar, myself included, do you have game day throughout the week, or is it, how does that work?
Well, the whole month of September is Good Neighbor Day. So International Game Day is just one of the ways that we can foster good neighbor relationships. And so our event is going to be for one day.
Okay, so it's not an ongoing thing.
It's not. There are other clubs in the village that are doing other projects to bring people together. The game day is just what the African American Heritage Club is performing.
Oh, okay. Well, you might want to think about that.
You know, one of the other things that I would like to mention is in an effort to reach out to some of the residents who maybe don't get out a lot, I have extended an invitation to the city of Laguna Woods to come out and talk to people about the senior mobility program and some of the other activities that are offered by the city to assist with good neighbors and being in this community. Also, I've extended an invitation to the Orange County Public Library to have a table, display some of the games and books and some of the services that are offered that are very easily taken advantage of. And the library staff will be hopefully on hand to talk about some of those activities as well.
Wow, that's a wonderful outreach.
Yeah.
Good for you, that's great. How can we use this opportunity to connect with and build the relationships with our neighbors?
Well, it's fun. And I believe, in my own experience, whenever I'm having fun with other people around, I am connecting and I'm building relationships. And laughter, I believe, and smiles are the best way to build relationships. And it's an opportunity for people to notice someone maybe not smiling and go up and maybe just introduce themselves and, strike up a conversation or just smile.
Right, right. Yeah, you never know where that's going to lead, right?
Absolutely. And we really I consider this my family, the community of Laguna Woods, and so many of us see this as our family. And we don't all think alike, and we don't all eat alike, and we don't all look alike, but we are neighbors. And we have one common theme in that we're all seniors.
Right.
And we want to make the best of the time that we've got left.
Absolutely. That's why I love this place so much, because there's so many different activities that everyone can get involved in.
All the time. And sometimes it's just a matter of extending the invitation to someone, which might otherwise not reach out. But if we extend the invitation and make the environment friendly and warm, I think they'll come out, and I think they'll have a pleasantly good time.
Right. So speaking of invitations, would you like to tell our viewers the details of the game day?
Absolutely. The details is held on September 17th. Clubhouse 2 in the main dining room, so it's plenty of space. We've got space for a gamut of game tables. The time is actually, the flyer says 9 a.m. The games are actually going to start at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
We're going to provide lunch. There's no charge for the game day, and we are providing lunch. We're using part of the funds from the foundation for lunch.
Wonderful.
And we're inviting people to come out, and we really, really would like for people to RSVP to let us know if they're coming and what games they would prefer, because we want to make sure that we've got enough games on hand, and we want to make sure that we've got enough food.
Enough food on hand, yes, yes. Do you have an idea how many people are going to be participating yet?
Right now,
have you gotten any RSVPs?
I've gotten several RSVPs.
And is there a cap on the limit that you can accommodate?
There is, and the way we've planned it right now, we're having 2 tables for each game. So if we've got 20 games, we'll have 40 tables. If we've got 10 games, we'll have 20 tables. So one table, if you're curious about the game, there will be someone available to give you some key pointers about the game.
Okay.
If you're good at the game and you just want to play, there will be a table for you to play.
So they can just literally, I mean, when they RSVP, do they have to know what game they're going to play? Or once they arrive, then they kind of take it all in, figure out which game they want to participate in?
Yeah, great question. We ask that you RSVP and let us know what games you want to play. And also, there's an invitation to bring your own game, and then we can set up for that. Yes. We will have a person at the sign-in table, because we will have sign-ups, and we will have a person at a sign-in table. So if you want to play Scrabble, and both our tables are full of Scrabble, then that monitor will say, there's a little wait for the Scrabble table. Would you consider playing another game?
Sure.
And so that way we're able to keep, so that we don't have a long backup, and so people have an opportunity to see some different games.
Well, this sounds like a lot of fun. I think you might need to go past 2 o'clock.
And the idea is to have it, for a time span. So some people may not want to stay from 10 to 2. Some people just may want to come in and play a couple of games and leave.
Sure.
And some may want to stay, which is why we really, really encourage people to RSVP, because we want to have enough food, especially.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. Well, tell me, since this is our first meeting, why did you start the African American Heritage Club?
I actually didn't start it. It was started by Dr. Fran Williams.
But you have this.
Yes, I am the president. She retired and moved out of the community some years ago. And so I stepped in as president. And I stepped in as president to keep the club going with our focus. Our aim is to educate about the heritage and the culture of our people. And so we use that as our mission in everything that we do in terms of club activities. We use our goal and our mission to guide our activities and whatever it is that we do.
That's wonderful. I'm sure your participants really appreciate everything that you do.
It is. It's a very successful club. And we have people in our club that are not just African Americans, because you don't have to be African American to be in the club. What we ask that you, if you are interested in supporting our heritage and our culture, then please, we welcome you.
Wonderful. I love that. Well, with that, from the African American Heritage Club, Annie McCary, thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it. We'll be right back. You're watching This Day on Village TV.